quizzes, A plus the final. Joints he rock. We earn 30 years so you can say goodbye. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And we blend with the sound as our thing, relieving the kings of all. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up. Like rocket fuel. What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay. To the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. It like rocket fuel.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go!
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready. White 25. I got you. I got you. White. Might fit me. Let's go, defense. Out of time.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready. 6. Blue 8. 6. Right there. 56. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Flip it. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's get it together.
From the gun, Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Black 25. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Green, triple team. 56. Mike, 56, right there.
From the red zone now, Winston. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And able to get 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
You got tight. Right there. Green, triple team. 50, Mike, 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Wait. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Jameis again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Rivers. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Giants first down.
Set 180. Set 180.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Check.
0.
Rivers now to throw on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Round 80.
Come on, 45. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Set 380.
Check 45. Come on. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
First down, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Winston now after the fumble recovery. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
at their own 26-yard line.
Step
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half and some of these shorter.
It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. And even 70 yards on the pickup. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in. We'll
see if they reward him on this next play. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Throwing again on second down. Winston looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Sonic! 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Winston now. Looking downfield for this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
To throw, Winston. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Gay is on for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this.
There he goes. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah. To it, and look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them, a big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, it's Harper.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You think you won't get this? Flip it, flip it, flip it. You think you won't get this? 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Check back.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Complete. He finds Braid. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You ain't got nothing. Green, triple team. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Now Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Rivers now. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, as the first half is winding down, as they have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Final play of the half here. Winston looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston, as his guys have now moved out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A first down carry for Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
They keep it with Barkley on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Rush in.
On second and a yard. Rivers. Oh, he's thinking end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game as they have taken the lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys have now moved out in front. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the two-point conversion. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And this is caught by Evans. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Hey, bro, 80. Mike, 45.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got Evans. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
He completes it to Tate, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Ready, set, 180. Check 45, come on. I got you, Behind.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
2nd down and goal. Rivers under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Dayon Buchanan in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rivers. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. The kick by Bryant is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Mike Evans, 71 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield.
Hey, we got four. We got four. Check safety.
Throwing, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry by Jones. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Target. Line 36. Line 36. Watch the run. Let's go.
Play fake. Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Perriman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Oh, you got deep?
They'll go to Barkley again. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing the
Hey, Brown 80! Strip that ball.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rivers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Silver.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Rivers. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rivers now, a throw on 1st down. He finds his target, it's Evans. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. 1st down, Rivers. He completes it to Evans. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Rivers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll throw again. Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And Tate's got it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Rivers, and this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for two again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game.
Giants 54.
Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ay, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got 10.